If your favorite app shut down tomorrow, Redtail, go HighLevel, Google, would your business survive? You're probably paying 100, 500, thousands of dollars a month for software that you could be owning. You can pay one price tag of $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 and own it forever. Instead of paying monthly retainers or SaaS fees for an entire year, and if that company shuts down, you have nothing left. Not only does the technology disappear, but your data, your client data, it probably just vanishes into thin air. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you why you should be owning every single piece of your business, even if it's the technology. In 2025, it is very easy to just make it in-house. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how easy it is. So this right here is a N8N workflow that I made for onboarding for RIAs. Now, whenever we fill this form out, I'll just show you this right now. So go ahead. Start the trigger, boom, hit submit. Oh, gotta consent, boom, hit submit. And we come back here, open this up. As you can see here, the name, email, the firm, the role, did it consent, everything is already transferred over to N8N. So now, if we go ahead and run this entire workflow, it's pretty much going to search the database, see if they're already a client in your own database. Doesn't matter if you're using Redtail, doesn't matter if you're using Airtable, Google Sheets, whatever. They'll go in there, it'll generate a unique user ID, it'll hash it, upload it to S3, and send the forms and all the consents, compliance, all of that. This is all, I made this myself. This isn't from a big finance company or big tech company. This is all in-house. I made this. You can be doing the same exact thing and own it. You can see, okay, what's happening right now. You can see all the securities. I'm not even gonna get into all the details about what you can really do here because it's very tech heavy, but it's way more benefit than controlling this yourself instead of relying on a third party. Now, really quick, we're gonna go ahead and look at the costs that you're gonna be paying or that you're already paying right now by using SaaS or any of these other third-party platforms. So if we look here, typical pricing for Redtail, I mean, if you want, you can stop, pause the video, and read all of this individually. I'm just giving the information on screen, and you can do with that what you will. But let's go ahead and go through it really quick. So Redtail, I mean, depending on the plan, you can be paying anywhere between $39 to hundreds a month, thousands. Go HighLevel, same thing. Chances are you're gonna have to have at least the SaaS Pro, so you'll be paying about $500 a month. And then Salesforce, I mean, you can see it here. The main thing we really want to look at here is the estimated cost per year. So with a basic CRM, you'd be paying anywhere between $36,000 to $60,000 a year for having only 10 users. If you have any financial planning tools, I mean, you could be paying anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000. Portfolio accounting, $100K plus. Depending on the stack, 3%, 4% of the entire firm's revenue. This is kind of crazy. Now again, if you need it, you need it. It doesn't really matter about the price if it's something that helps you in your business and deliver for your clients. However, what would you be able to do if you had this money back in your own pocket? Think about that for one. So I don't really have to tell you or explain to you the impact this could have, or honestly just reinvesting it into yourself, depending on how big your business is. If you're a solo guy or you have a small team of 5, 6, if you can save an extra 10 to 100K annually for you and your business, you know what you can do with that money. Now, moving away from the cost of everything, let's go back to the back end of it. Now, if let's just say Redtail changes something in their logic, in their code, whatever, and it allows a back door for hackers, bad actors to get into your data, your client's data, etc. What does that mean for you and your compliance? What happens if the SEC randomly decides to do an audit and they see something that's going on, but it has nothing to do with you? It has everything to do with the third-party platform you're depending on. But you might not be able to prove that anything can happen, right? Let's just, without getting too deep into it, the moral is anything can happen when you're depending on a third party to handle your business, your client's business, etc. With AI and all this crazy technology that's going on, you want full control over everything that you're doing, especially if the risk and the downside can cost you hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in legal fees and settling whatever. I highly recommend for any business, it doesn't matter if you're in finance or what, medical, coaching, it doesn't matter what it is. Technology is getting very scary, and it's going to be significantly harder to play defense against it. And you can stop a lot of that from happening if you just bring everything in-house and stop relying on big tech. Because again, if there's a big vulnerability with the biggest platforms out there, the moment a hacker figures out, oh, your business uses HighLevel, there's a big opportunity to get into their back end by doing X, Y, and Z. And because they know that you use that software, they now have access to you. I'm not gonna get too deep into all the technical mumbo jumbo. If there's a vulnerable opportunity, a hacker only needs to know that, for one, what software it is, and two, who uses it. And if they can connect that to you, it's over. And even for myself, this is exactly why I build everything in-house that I use myself. Unless it's something very basic, like again, if I just need, I don't know, content ideas, I can just go to ChatGPT, right? But if I'm working with something that's very personal, like legal documents for myself, if I want to check in on my finances or whatever, I want to have it looked at, scoped out, I'll use something more in-house that I made myself that can handle crunching all those numbers. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but then again, I understand what's out there. So for that reason, I built everything in-house. And I really think the future of, especially industries like finance, even medical, especially medical, they're going to start to lean more towards having in-house solutions. Because for one, it's not that expensive. Well, it can get pretty expensive, but again, if you can afford it, if you can afford to pay $100,000 a year for just software, you can probably afford to pay for your own in-house solution. Because again, at this point, once you build it, the only thing you're really going to be paying for is potentially hosting, depending on how you want to do it, and maybe just bringing in somebody in-house to handle and manage all of it. But again, if you can afford $100K, $50K, $100K annually just for software, you can probably afford to pay that same amount, definitely less most likely, just to have someone in-house to check on everything, upgrade over time, etc. But again, I build everything in-house, and so can you. And if you have any questions about that, please do not hesitate to reach out. We can sit down for 15, 20 minutes, do a quick little audit on what you and your firm is doing right now, and really just deep dive into what you need, what you could be doing better, and how to implement those changes for you and everything that you have going on right now, for not only the benefit of yourself, but your clients as well. Because again, the safer that you are, the more safe that your clients will feel as well for you handling all their assets. So if you're interested in taking control of your business and just stop letting the tech monopoly take over, like, comment, subscribe for more videos. I appreciate it.